Hey, so it's been longer than I promised, but finally here we go with the very first video. Started off, we decided to make a pizza evening, so here's me making my own pizza. And I started stirring it all. My handy assistant gave me some flour. This is how it looks before resting. Put it to rest for like 30 minutes, and here's the result. It looks very beautiful. Floured up the workstation. Here I rolled it out. Put some sauce. Some cheese, most importantly, on a pizza. Some mushies. Also didn't include, I put some onions, but here's what it looks, and this is the final result. And meanwhile, while the pizza was cooking, I decided to make a brownie. In the process of it, I made everything so messy that I got my girlfriend a little bit mad, as you can see. Yeah, the brownie was not very good. This is the next day. We started doing chores around the house, so I started by sweeping the garden from the leaves. And then my phone fell down. And this from another angle. And then it fell again. I made a list of all of the chores that we need to do around the house. Here's me marking off the chore of sweeping the leaves. And in the evening I decided to make some carbonara, so I put the pork to fry. And some heavy cream. Mix that up, and while mixing I was putting in cheese as well as 2 egg yolks and spicing it all up. And I added the pasta and the pork. I made a little bit too much sauce, so it became a little bit of a soup, but I didn't mind that. For me, the more sauce, the better. And the next morning, I decided to make some orange juice from oranges that I bought yesterday. And look how many oranges I needed to sacrifice to make this much juice. Moving on to one of the most important tasks of the week, which was to fix my bike. And here's me making some coffee beforehand. Yeah, I was here trying to find the correct socket size. It took me a couple of tries to finally get the correct one on there. Here I got a bit frustrated.
Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope.
So yeah, this process took me quite some time. But then I finally managed to get it off, and now here is me transferring the old tire from the old rim onto the new one. Here I took it out, put it onto the new rim, put the tire back on. Pumped it up. And now the hard process of putting it all back together. I think in total I spent around 3 hours trying to figure everything out with troubleshooting. Here it started raining, so I moved inside. And here's the final result. Yeah, it's what turned out perfectly. I didn't break anything. The brakes all worked, the gears still all worked, and here's me looking really happy. Yeah, here's a little comment from me while I was riding.
Oh man, rides like I dream.
Wanted to show a little bit of what I do at the gym. So I start by going on the rowing machine for about 8 minutes, 2 kilometers. I started doing free weight exercises. This one is called, I think, Bulgarian splits, and it absolutely kills my legs. Also, I started doing chin-ups. I can do 3 sets of 5, so I'm pretty proud of the progress. Then I found this old school truck from like the 1920s. And when we got back home, me and my girlfriend, we decided to sell off a lot of our old stuff on Vinted. So As you can see, there's quite some stuff here. This is the next day. I went to Flink to try to employ myself, and I got an onboarding shift where they just taught me a bit around of what's going on. When I got back home, I got a message that there's a shift available, so I decided to take it. And here's me on my first shift. Here's a pretty funny clip. I was just filming some random stuff on the street, and then this truck came by. As you can see, my shoes and my pants took a toll from the shift. And this is the next morning. I was just making some breakfast, some scrambled eggs with some tea. Sourdough bread going into the toaster. Then I turn it around, go for a second round of toasting because it was super stale. And at the very end, while I was chopping the carrots, the phone unfortunately died. And as overall reflection of the week, I feel like it was quite productive, and I was being quite active. I was really proud of fixing the bike, proved to myself that I can not only take something apart, but also put it back together and make it still work. You also maybe noticed that I did quite a lot of cooking. Not that per se that I really enjoy cooking, but I enjoy eating good food, so naturally cooking is kind of part of the process. Yeah, in general, I think the filming made me feel more active and was putting me in the mindset where I always had to think of what to do next and what could I film next. So that overall was like a nice improvement for myself. And I also almost forgot to mention that I found a job. For now, it's just a temporary one, but this week I already started looking for other ones. So we'll see in my next videos what I end up finding. So hopefully I can keep growing while making these videos. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will tune in for the next ones. Ciao!